I'm Fenton Kalis and I'm the founder of CameThru. If you run networking events, conferences, founder meetups, or community-led sessions, this platform is built specifically for you. It helps you see who's in the room and why, most importantly before, during, and after your events. CameThru takes the pressure off event organizers by letting the community help themselves. In this video, I'm going to walk you through a complete tutorial on how to run much better networking events using the CameThru platform. Stay tuned for the next 10 to 15 minutes, grab a cup of tea, and let's get into this. So in order to create an event with CameThru, the great thing is you don't need to download any apps, nor do your attendees. So first thing you need to do is just head to CameThru.com. So here we are on the CameThru homepage. All you need to do is click on try for free. That takes you to the login page, which is CameThru.com/auth or CameThru.com/home. You've got three options. You can sign in with Google, that's the fastest, and that's what we'll be doing today. You can sign in with LinkedIn, or you can create your own account via email and log in via email. So let's log in with Google. This is the main dashboard. This is where your events will be stored and created. Really straightforward. We've got a join beta at the moment, so we're in public beta. 30% off for life if you sign up. It's a no-brainer. If you're an event organizer, you get 30% off CameThru for life as a thank you for being one of the first people to try the platform. Firstly, in order to start an event, you just click on Start Event. So in order to create an event with CameThru, just a bit of context. The CameThru platform is free, up to 30 attendees. You can have joining the platform. You can start inviting people via event URL or QR code 10 days before the event even starts. So that way you can kind of get people's intent and understanding as to why they're coming to inform your events. And then you can have two sponsors. Those are just nodes on the actual network diagram. So let's just give it a title. Tech Summit 25. Start Now button enables you to just create an instant event with CameThru. So for the purposes of time, I'll just start it now. But obviously you can set the date. You would hope 10 days at least before the event starts, so you can send out the invite for people to join ahead of the event. So click Start Now, and that auto updates. In person, I don't know, put London in. You can add a description, I won't add that now. And then you can add a template for what will be visible to people that are joining the events, and it will appear in the header. So let's just add one here for now. Tip on this one, don't put any text in this because the event title will appear as an overlay, so it just looks a bit weird if you've got text on top of text. So use a dark image, I would recommend, if you're planning to have a cover image. You don't have to have one. And then you can add a sponsor. This can be your own brand. For example, I don't know, if CameThru was running an event, I'd upload the logo for CameThru. Okay, and then we can drag and make that a new node that will appear, and then all we need to do is call this CameThru. You can add sponsors, but we're just creating an event for now. Attendee categories, pretty self-explanatory. You have to upgrade to a paid tier to access that feature. Same with the network background. That just means you can change the background design of the interactive network screen. And that's it, yeah, just create the event. And then it's loading. And then as the event organizer, someone who's gonna be in the actual event itself, this is the experience every user that scans a QR code or clicks on a QR link will face once they log in. So it's quite simple. I really wanted to make it quite seamless and straightforward for people to access their event without having to fill out 50 different fields in order to get in, because I find that a big pain point with event tech platforms. So pre-filled FOIA to help event organizers who want a community to manage itself. Founder of CameThru as the role, and then let's join event. And that's it, you're in. We've got our header here, as I mentioned, looks nice. And we're in the event. That's how straightforward it is to create an event with CameThru. Shouldn't take you less than a minute to do, providing you've got all of the images, etc. So just an overview on the event page. If we scroll down, you can see the nodes. As you can see, the logo we updated here is a lot bigger than every other node on the interactive network diagram. Key thing to point out here, and the most important things, are the two tabs on the left and right side. One's the event QR and one's the networking intent. Let's start off with the event QR because this is the most important. So with this modal here, assuming this is going to be projected onto a big screen, and I'll show you a demonstration of that later. Assuming this is going to be projected onto a big screen, anyone who scans this will have live access to this event. They'll be able to join, put in their intent, and be able to connect with everybody else in the room before, during, and after the event. Alternatively, they can join via the URL listed here. So if any of your attendees are struggling to scan the code or what have you, you can send them this URL link, and I'll show you how to do that later. Or alternatively, they can use the event code here. So long as they have the event code, they can access the event as well. And all they would do is just log into CameThru as normal, and then you can just click join event, and then it should put you in a position to put in your code. So that's probably the single most important feature when you're at the event, and this is projected onto a big screen, that this is visible so people can scan it. You can maneuver it, you can change the size of it. So if you want it small, you can have it really small. You can hide it if you like. You can move it around all over the place. And then you have the other feature on here, which is the networking intent. This is quite a recent one. So this, essentially, if there's 10 people on here, in the spotlight will just, I think it's about every 4 or 5 seconds, will scroll through every single person in the room so that anyone looking at the big screen has visibility of who else is in the room as well. So it's kind of, I wanted to make it such that when you look at the screen, you don't need, if you've never seen CameThru before, you're in a position where you can fully get what the platform's about before you scan the QR code, if that makes sense. And the great thing with CameThru is that it's passive, so you don't actively need to tell anybody to download it or join it. People just will automatically join. And one tip, any people who maybe members of your team, it will be useful for them to join, because it's always good to see other faces on the screen, and that's an encouragement element for others to join as well. In the side panel here on the right, you can also zoom in, make the nodes bigger, and you can make them smaller as well. Just press this, and this is useful for if you've got a few people in the event. You can increase the node size so that people can actually see the nodes on the screen when they're passively walking by, and then you can just reset it if you want as well. Obviously this is full screen, so you can go into full screen mode and share this, providing you've plugged in the HDMI cable, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. And obviously these are just the attendee intent screen and the modal screen, so they can be minimized and maximized as you like. So that's pretty much it with the interactive network diagram. It's pretty straightforward, pretty clear. So with the attendee section, as someone joins, it will live populate their modal here. They'll have their own dedicated space, like I have, for example, with my intent, and all the social media platforms that I'm comfortable connecting with people on, or people connecting with me on. You can also filter as well, so you can show organisers. You can just look at people that have social media connected as well, and obviously recently joined people can also be filtered to the top. And you can just do a manual search. There will be AI features in this soon. It's just we're not there yet. We're working on it in the background, but yeah, there's going to be another AI layer that came through as well. It's not going to be like a boring matching algorithm. It's going to be something revolutionary, so watch this space. And there is a grid view. This is still a work in progress, but it kind of helps you break down the types of people in the room, and this will also be integrated within the AI layer. Recent join section just shows you who's recently joined the event, which is quite useful. You also have the ability to know the current capacity limits of your event. So as you can see here, there's 1 out of 30 people. As more and more people join, this increases, and when it gets to 29, it goes into the red. But as an event organizer, you can upgrade and increase the capacity I think the next tier is about 70 or 75. One other key feature on this page, as I mentioned, I'll come back to, is the share QR button. So if you click on share QR, this gives you a snapshot or a summary of your event at a glance, and provides you the ability to copy the URL link for the event and send to attendees. You can also download the higher quality version of the QR code to put on your media, or as I mentioned, on your lanyard, or wherever you like, and you can come up with some more creative concepts. I'll be putting together some more videos of really good use cases for CameThru, because CameThru can be used at events, but CameThru can also be used in like a coffee shop, it could be used at a co-working space, it could be used in a library, it could be used anywhere you want people to connect passively. You can also share the event via social share, email invite, add it to the calendar, or you can copy simply copy the event code. So that is that screen. If we go now to the homepage, so now the homepage, as you notice, there's an active event here now. So everyone who joins CameThru will see this active event, and they can click on network to join. They can again view the QR code settings, they can delete it, they can review analytics as well. But if we click on analytics, because we're on the free tier, no analytics are registered, but they are registered in the background. You just have to upgrade in order to unlock that. And then let's look at profile, because that's very important. So with the profile section, very important, especially for event organizers, that you complete this, because when other people join the network diagram that you have invited them to, it's always good that they've seen that you're completely filling out your profile. Some of this will already be pre-populated. Obviously your network can go on your current role, because you do that when you create the event, but definitely put in your LinkedIn as a minimum if you are going to skip parts of this. Also, key section on here is the social connections. So naturally you can see all the social media platforms that you're comfortable with people connecting with you on. Make sure this is complete as well. And then you can add custom links as well. So these will be custom links to say if you have a website or portfolio, blog, etc. And you can add up to about 5, I think it is. And then you can also put a professional background. We're moving into the realm of like Linktree. So this is going to have a Linktree feature in the future. It's still in a work in progress at the moment. We've also got privacy and discovery, where, for example, email as default is something or a way in which to contact people. But if you don't want that on, you can turn it off just by sliding that toggle there also. And then once you've made all your changes, you can just click Save Profile, and then it will live update the network diagram. But you can do this before, during, or after the event, no problem. And also you can change your profile picture as well, and it will live update across the network diagram. So if you like what you've seen so far, and maybe, for example, you're convinced and you want to upgrade to the next tier, you click on upgrade, and I'll just quickly walk you through the subscription and how it works. For the moment, from a subscription standpoint, CameThru is a one-off. So currently CameThru is a pay-per-event service, whilst I'm in private beta, because the idea is I'm trying to learn as much as I can from people interested in using the platform and want to kind of work together to learn as much as possible. Hence why the 30% off for lifetime members is something I've decided to do, up to events of 150 people. We're limiting it, but we can do more. But as I said, I would rather people beyond 150 to contact me so we can have a discussion. So here are the plans. You've got the free tier, we've got the starter tier, and then pro. At the moment, these prices will change once we come out of beta, because naturally they will change, and I'm more likely to move to a subscription model, because I think it will suit event organizers better than paying per event. But as I said, all the feedback that I gather from people interested will go into that decision-making process. So as I say, CameThru will always have a free tier, so people can use the platform, and we're removing that barrier for event tech for any event organizer fundamentally. Second tier is £79 per event for 75 attendees, but remember, we got a 30% discount. So should you claim the 30% discount, you can claim 30% off £79. You can do the math. Same applies to the pro event. So as I mentioned before, it's a no-brainer to just sort that out and get that completed. It's only a short form, shouldn't take long, and you get to speak to me. And pro, £149 per event. That's up to 150 people. And the main core differences, I think, between these really are the sponsor nodes, because arguably with the sponsor nodes, you can generate revenue from the fact that your sponsors will have their own section and can put their discounts on your event as well, which I'll talk about in later episodes. And in pro, you can have up to 5. Also, the networking window. So you can start sending out the link for people to pre-join CameThru ahead of the event, so people can start getting to know each other before the event even begins. And also they'll have visibility, hopefully, if you decide to use a screen at your event as well. So on the free tier, you've got 10-day networking window, so people can start joining CameThru 10 days before your event time starts. In the starter, you've got 20-day networking window, and in pro, you've got a 30-day networking window. Also, you've got advanced analytics on any paid tier. So any paid tier, you can pull down all the analytics from the event from a raw extract Excel file, but I've also got some summaries as well to show you views pre, post, during event as well. Some live analytics, which is really useful to help you better manage your events and see, people's activity during events before and after the event as well. So that pretty much sums up the subscription page. There's not really that much to kind of go over there. You just pick which one suits you. And obviously on all of these plans, any attendee who joins doesn't pay anything for the platform. All they need to do is just log in, and then they'll always have access to that event for forever, or until they want to delete or remove their account. If you want to delete the event, you just click on the delete button and it will remove the event. You can create another event if you like, or you can join existing events. I've tried to make CameThru as simple as possible, because my gripe or pain point with event tech platforms is there's just too much going on. And from an attendee standpoint, I'm just interested in the people in the room. And that's the biggest takeaway. I can just never ever get around to speak to everybody. So I wanted to come up with a way that solves that problem, but in a really simplistic and passive way. So this is why CameThru was born in the first place, for those that are interested. So you arrived at your event, you've got your huge screen ready for CameThru, you've got your laptop and you've got your mobile. The only thing you're going to need is an HDMI cable. For those that don't know what that is, it looks like this. Got a colored one, and this is what the port looks like, for those that don't know. And this is going to plug from your laptop into the TV. So I'll quickly go and do that now. The good thing about CameThru is that you don't need to download any apps. So you can just literally set up the event on the spot. So this is what I was saying, if you're in a cafe or, not just a networking event, it could be any application or in a place where there's a big screen. Once you've plugged in, you should be good to go. One trick is make sure that you've got your power connected to your laptop, because what will happen is the screen will turn off, and obviously the screen will turn off on the big screen. So most important thing is something you're definitely going to need, and double check that you've got at your event or wherever you were located at your CameThru screening. You want to make sure you've got a good internet connection. So I'm not actually at a live event at the moment. I'm in my lounge, or communal lounge, let's just say. It's always the way when you want to use it, right, everyone decides to come in, but whenever you're walking past it, no one's ever in here. People are just so nosy, I tell you. But I guess this would be a good use case for CameThru, right? It will hopefully connect the building. The internet's not very strong, and I can tell because the profile pictures haven't loaded, which is a bit annoying, but anyways, we don't need that to move forward. So you're at your event, you've connected your HDMI cable, you've got your laptop. Now the next step is to log in again. I'm gonna log in a different way this time. Click in, try for free. I'm gonna log in with my admin account because I've got a demo event already set up, which you can actually join. You can actually join this live event and support the movement, or just try out the product for yourself once I've loaded the network diagram up onto the big screen. So here we go. This is what it will look like when you've got like an almost full event. So as you can see, 24 out of 30 people. And these are all real people that have used CameThru. They've just trialed it or just tested it. Say someone meeting at a networking event or someone who's wanted to learn more. So if you click on network, there we go. This is my demo event that I've created, and it will be open forever. And so long as it doesn't get too full, I guess. It's got about 24 out of 30 people in there at the moment. And as you can see, all you'd need to do is move the QR code to where you'd like it to be. You can make the nodes a bit bigger if you like. Let me just close that. And then you can also maximize the screen, which is really cool. So this works on any screen size. So you could have, the biggest event I've done this at is probably about a 15 to 20 foot monitor, which was really up high, amazing. Shout out to Hannah and AI for the rest of us. Amazing event, make sure you hit that up. This year they've got loads of events, and subscribe to their newsletter. So you can move this around. You can make the nodes bigger. And now you have your event and you're set, ready to go. Again, make sure you've got a power cord into your laptop. Otherwise, what will happen is your laptop might go to sleep, and in turn, visibility of the screen will reduce because no one will be able to see it. If you don't have a screen available, or you can't afford to purchase a screen, you could use a tablet as well in the same way. Use a piece of paper, print off the QR code from the platform, and then you're in a position where you can just put like a unique title on it, something like, I don't know, scan to see who's here, as we have done at multiple events this year, and that works really well as well. The best way to use this has actually been putting the QR code on the lanyard and then announcing an ability for your audience or for your community to connect beyond the event. This worked really well at the All About Soft Skills Summit. Shout out Nim and Rick, they did a great job with that. Really cool day. And yeah, I think that was the most effective event in terms of people using the platform all at one time. I think it went up to like 170. I'll be making a post about it soon, so keep an eye out for that, and don't forget to join the CameThru Substack. But yeah, so there you have it. You're all set up now, ready to go. And then the other thing you can add is the networking intent site screen. So I've mentioned this before. You can put that in the corner there, and then that gives context for those people that don't know anything about the platform and that kind of are curious. So now you have everything you need as either attendee or an event organizer to understand firstly who's in the room and why, and you'll also have the ability to connect with them beyond the event. So that's the physical or practical application of CameThru. I hope that was really helpful for you all. And yeah, look forward to you maybe demoing. I hope some of you have scanned it now. Try to join, see how it works. Give me some feedback. I'm always open to learning more about how I can improve the product. I'm massively open to feedback, getting much better at receiving it. you do so much to build a platform to get it to this point, and then more and more feedback comes, but I welcome it. As I said, it's all learning, and so many features that people have mentioned I've implemented over time. But yeah, as I said, really excited to see where we go for 2026. And it's all going to be about promotion and distribution. So if you know anyone who may be interested in a platform like this that might be useful, please send them my way. As I said, more than happy to talk to them and give them some more understanding. Or now they can go in and demo it. And don't forget, we've got 30% off for lifetime members. So on that basis, as I say, if you've got any questions, put them in the comments or send me a DM. I'm more than happy to answer them. Or if you want to demo the product, you can do it yourself, or you can jump on a call with me and I can give you a walkthrough and a tour of the product. Until next time, people, thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to have a look at CameThru, see how it works, and look forward to hopefully seeing some of you using the platform. Thank you and goodbye. So by this point, you've got CameThru up and running in your event, and I'm now going to show you what the experience will be like for an attendee who actually attends one of your events, walks up to the screen and decides to scan the app with their iPhone. And they proceed to scan their QR code just like you would with any QR code scanner. And then you notice a yellow semicircle appear with CameThru.com, and that's the actual event URL. In this case, it's CameThru.com/event/demo25. And they click on that. Then on their mobile phone, they can choose whichever way they wish to sign in. And in this case, I've chosen Google single sign-on as it's the fastest. Put in my username and password as I would any other time, do a quick verification, and you're in. All you need to do with CameThru, which is the great thing and why it's different from other event tech platforms, is put in your networking goal, like what you're looking to get out of the event, because this is what gives the context for everybody else in the room. So it's nice and short, to the point, and concise. The only other field you need to complete is your role. So you just need to put in, I'm the founder of CameThru. And then you press join network. And then if you look carefully on the screen, you'll notice a bubble appear, the new person who has just joined. As you can see, floating around there, I'll move it around with my mouse. And then now access the event real time. So anyone is able to see who I am and what I'm doing at the event. So that's how the experience is for an attendee joining the event itself. Hope that was helpful. If you've got any questions, put them down in the comments below. So thanks very much for watching. As I said, hopefully you've got some value from these videos in relation to how CameThru can make your events better, mainly for your community, allowing them to connect before, during, and after the event, which I think was the main reason behind me even building this product in the first place, because there's a big pain point that I had when I constantly have been going to networking events this year and previous years, and being in a position where I didn't know who was in the room or why. So this is kind of why I built it. Thanks very much if you've made it this far watching the videos. I'm going to be making more videos mainly on the use cases of how CameThru can be best utilized at events, and I'll also be talking about and showing you all of the data behind the events that I've done this year. I've done about 13 events, varying all different sizes. So then I've got quite a good background and understanding in relation to the data, where it works best, maybe where it doesn't work so well, and the best applications for the product. So I'll be definitely posting videos about these things soon. Stay tuned, follow the socials at CameThru HQ on all socials. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully you might be using CameThru soon. So until next time, peace.